What's going on, all you Sylvester Stallone enthusiasts? Your two favorite wannabe gangsters are back here tonight, and tonight we are talking about Taylor Sheridan's newest creation, the Sylvester Stallone starring Tulsa King.
Is this a one-off or one of many? Too soon to tell.
So we got another edition in the Sheridan verse, returning brand new series on Paramount Plus. Sheridan's really knocking out some original content for this network. Jeez, one after the next.
Wow.
This time around, we got Tulsa King with the New York mob gangster Dwight, the General Manfredi, just gets out of prison after being in there for 25 years. Goes back with the family. He's like, hey, I want to get my money, my cut. I was quiet. I wasn't a rat. I kept my mouth shut for 25 years. I want to get my cut. And the family just, he shows up and they just don't give a fuck. And they're like, well, things have changed over the past 25 years. I'm the new capo or the new captain. This is how we're going to do things. And we're going to send you to Tulsa. There's nothing for you. Your life in New York isn't here anymore. So we're sending you to Tulsa to set up shop.
I like that introduction scene where he goes and meets with his old partners there, and everybody's basically like, yeah, it's a totally different world. We were kids when you went in. He's looking for the same kind of respect, and they've all moved on and are in control now. But it's kind of a fish out of water story with him getting out of prison 25 years later. Shows him driving on the way to Tulsa. He's looking up at the buildings. Everything looks different. He sees the Apple store, sees people riding on the, rentable, bikes that you can get in the cities. So it's very much this guy who's been in the pen for 25 years and has no idea about the real world, but still has that ambition and that drive where he wants to, be king again. And he's going to have to do it in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's funny. He's a rival there. He gets this taxi driver and they're chatting, and basically he ends up hiring him as his driver. He's going to be his driver. And the first stop on their journey is the local cannabis dispensary because, weed is legal now. And he knows that, weed equals money, and he's going to find out how he can use these people here and set up shop and start making some money and earning again.
That's right. He goes in there and puts his foot down and basically throws a cup at the security guard. And, like, who runs this place? And he meets Bodie, played by Martin Starr, which love the name Bodie. It's my son's name. And going in there like, okay, tell me about this business. Hey, by the way, I'm going to take 20% each week from your business. And he finds out that they have a shit ton of cash in this safety deposit, or it's a safe. They have a bunch of money, like $500,000 or something in the safe. And he's like, yeah, I'll make sure that nobody messes with you gangs or anybody. And Bodie's character is like, well, we don't really need it. And well, anyways, that's how the mafia does it. So they're setting up shop, going to get some money. And that's basically the introduction at this dispensary with changing times. And Sly Stallone doesn't realize that, you can get this stuff legally now.
Very funny watching him interact with society now. The same writer as The Sopranos, Terrence Winter, Boardwalk Empire, brings that same humor. There's a lot of humor in the show. Wasn't really expecting it to be as humorous as it is, but I liked the kind of humor. It's very smart. And Sylvester Stallone given a performance that we haven't seen him give in a while. Usually it's the straight up, action hero, not a lot of smart dialogue, but here we're getting to see him chew scenery as this mob boss, this old time mob boss, who runs into this woman, and he, it's probably going to serve as a love interest here, and sleeps with her, and she finds out that he's a 75-year-old man. He, as she says, she thought that he was a hard looking 55-year-old, but it turns out nope, he's 75. Still amazes me that the man's 75, still ripped, still looks great for his age, still composed, and a much wiser, older. Seeing him and Arnold always makes me say, man, if those two can continue on and age gracefully, then we all have hope. We can all be ripped like them.
Yeah, I had a really great time at the first episode of Tulsa King. Didn't really know what to expect. Only watched, I think, a teaser trailer for it. So it's really cool seeing the introduction to Sly Stallone's character, moving down to Tulsa from the big city of New York and taking over dispensary, getting a little cut of that, and introducing a lot of characters along the way. Having this sort of little fling with this woman, which is really great, as you were talking about. him being 75 years old, old man banging some younger woman. We find out where that woman works, having to do with the feds, and they could be on to this guy behind me here. So it's going to be setting up a really fantastic and interesting, season. And I'm going to be, checking this out each week on Sunday when they release a new episode. Really had fun with this. Taylor Sheridan once again knocks it out of the park. Cool seeing Sly Stallone in a character like this, and I'm definitely invested. So that being said, I'm going to give the first episode of Tulsa King, streaming on Paramount Plus, a 4.5 out of 5. Sly Stallone.
How does Taylor Sheridan find the time to keep creating all these? It blows my mind. The guy must be working nonstop. The guy's a prolific writer, and obviously one of the best working today. I love these universes and these shows that he's creating, just one winner after the other. Mayor of Kingstown, then we're getting all these spinoffs from Yellowstone, obviously, and 1923 coming out next month with Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. It just keeps going on. But I'm not complaining, trust me, and it's awesome to have him bring Sylvester Stallone, one of the biggest action heroes of all time, into the mix on the TV series, and then bring in one of the writers from The Sopranos to contribute to. It's going to be an amazing season. I was really blown away by this pilot episode. I really enjoyed it. It's a great little introduction, just a tease into the characters that we're going to see. You mentioned some characters that we've seen from other shows. We saw Dominic Lombardozzi too, with a great hairpiece, may I add. Max Casella from Doogie Howser and from Sopranos as well. But yeah, I had a great time with this pilot episode. It really knocked it out of the park for me. I'm invested and can't wait to see, how everything's going to catch up with Dwight and how he's going to handle things here in Tulsa. So with that being said, I'm going to give Paramount Plus's new original series, Tulsa King, a perfect 5 out of 5. Sly Stallone there, pieces. Hey, yo.
So I want to hear from all you wild cowboy enthusiasts out there. What did you like about Tulsa King? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe. Also, check out these wild boys on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV movie news and reviews.
So that has been our review of Tulsa King, show we both enjoyed. I love the mob genre, obviously. It's cool seeing this fish out of water, mob boss just getting out of prison. It's a story that, we've seen before several times, but now it's with a Taylor Sheridan twist and his writing and bringing him to this, smaller town, smaller community, and seeing him interact with the locals and seeing all these great actors work together. It's going to be a fun show to follow for the next couple months. So we will be back again to review the whole first season of Tulsa King. Thank you guys so much for following along with us as always. And until the next Cinephellas TV review, I'm Uncle Henry Stallone. What he meant to say was, cheers! Keep punching, yo. Hey, yo.